right, what is up? Welcome to the Morning Spike, where you come for all your Dynasty, IDP, regular fantasy football, redraft, all that good stuff, all your info you need to win your championship. Right now, today, we're just gonna let it all hang out and be angry, be mad. I know some of us got a little bit more pent up rage than others. So, and we're gonna talk about football, any players, stuff that had to deal with fantasy. So this is the time to do it. Most likely it's going to carry over to 2 episodes, which is fine because we'll see. But yeah, so this is our quote unquote therapy session. And we just come in and bring in all of our anger and grievances and complaints.
I should have brought my dad on. This is a therapist. How
does that make you feel?
Exactly.
Like, can we just borrow your office with the fancy chair?
Because he has the chair.
Yeah,
I know.
Where's your glasses?
I need to put my glasses on. I went to the gym earlier today, so I took them out and put my contacts in. Feel like I'm missing out.
Up?
You want me to take mine off? Make you feel better.
Balance out.
It'll bounce back out.
I can balance it out. I mean, I just wear these like early mornings, man. I could take them off. You want me to take them off? You feel better if I take them off?
It'll make me feel better.
Okay, all right. I'll take them off. That's cool.
I just feel like me and Mark should never be this close to each other. It just might.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, we would both be on the bottom.
Yeah,
together.
how about that?
There we go. That's better. Much better. Oh no!
Why would you do that?
There we go.
Okay.
So like last week I had to leave early, and I know you guys were talking about it on Wednesday's show, and then Mark said he was gonna just come in and have Tinker. I died laughing. That was the funniest thing. I was like, oh, that would have been dude. You should have done it. That would have been so good.
I would have literally the whole show has been laughing. The whole
good morning, mother.
Yeah, and then Kadarius Tony. What was it?
Kadarius.
Kadarius. Yeah. Group therapy, exactly, man. Working through all of our issues, our fancy issues. How do you Bears fans survive ending Dalton?
I don't know. You know what? I mean, it was a journey. Every week we were just like, I can't believe this Red Rocket has no arm, just doing terrible stuff. Matt Nagy just keeps on throwing them out there. It was horrible.
Yeah. Say I'll go last. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those ones, man. It's gonna be one of those ones. You're gonna see at least 2 of us kind of get really heated up.
I try to stay happy because I'm gonna get angry. I can see it I feel it in my soul. Like as we start talking about Justin Fields, it's gonna all bubble up and it's gonna explode.
The steam starts coming out of your ears. All right, Martin.
First and foremost, I need Brian to apologize.
No, I am not apologizing again.
No,
for
both me and Mark are finally here.
No, I'm not doing it for Detroit again. I've done it on 4 different shows.
I've never heard it live with you.
I want an apology for you saying the Commanders were hot garbage and there was no way they were losing to the Bears.
I mean, okay, I apologize for us not losing the Bears, but you guys are hot garbage. So that's just what it is. So, you get a half apology for that. I just didn't realize how hot of garbage we were at the same time.
We were hotter garbage.
You're hotter garbage.
You're just hot garbage. We were a dumpster fire.
How many wins did Martin and I predict for the Bears? I believe it was 3.
We sold the whole team after
I think we said 2.
We said 2, 3 at the most.
Yeah.
They got 3.
We sold the whole team. It's not the same.
Yeah, if we would have kept some of our defensive players,
at least
the best guys in the league.
His faith. Brian over here thought that they were going to be like 10 and something. They were going to go to the playoffs.
Just wait.
And we're like, this man is crazy. And as we got closer and closer to the season, you could just see his reaction just slowly whittle away and losing all humanity in his team. It was hilarious. And then it finally happened, and we're like,
you know what happens?
Well, dude,
honestly, the closer we get to the season, I see Aaron Rodgers, and I realize I ain't gonna be able to beat this man. I don't know what it is. There's something about him that we're not gonna be able to beat. And I realize it in my heart, and then it just hurts. And then I start seeing Detroit, and I was like, crap. Now they look better than us. It's all right. We'll be okay. I'm not worried about it.
Just
wait. Oh,
did that show up on your StreamYard? That test?
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't show up on my StreamYard. That's weird.
I don't even see Kadani's.
Kadani didn't show up on mine. Yeah.
So like the fact that you can see Kadani right now is amazing. Because if I were running this right now, I wouldn't be able to see Kadani.
So,
I see Kadani. I see the test.
I only see Braden.
Because
Jonathan and my mom.
Yeah, because the last one, Jonathan Smith, he said Nagy, new OC of KC, should be interesting, and that never showed up on StreamYard. So there might be some issues with StreamYard.
I got it now.
So, I mean, he was their OC before. So
I got it now.
Yeah.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah, it's behind. I think
they might be rolling something new.
Yeah, StreamYard is doing a bunch of stuff. YouTube has been having some issues the last couple of days. So if you're on YouTube and your comment doesn't pop up, I still see it on YouTube side. So
as long as one of us can see it.
Yeah. If it pops up, I'll bring it up. All right. So who wants to go first, man? Who's got? I know Martin. You said you got a few. I only got like two.
Let's go ahead with Martin.
Maybe like three.
And we'll just go in the circle.
You want to go off of me first?
Yeah, we'll go in a circle.
Yeah, we'll start with you, and then Mark, Brian, and then me, and then bring back around. Damn. Sorry.
Look, guys, I might cuss a lot on this show and the next. Just because this is the only time. Like typically I keep it clean, but I look, this dude has been really annoying for the last couple of seasons. But this year in particular, because I relied on him a lot this year. And
where you're going.
Yeah. Not only is he in the same division as my team, but I've never chosen him. I've never picked him. But the one damn time that I needed him to perform, this guy is the number 3 in his position with only 9 receptions and 13 targets. Now, the fact that he is in his position with only 9 receptions is just beyond me right now. He got a total of 145 points in a non-PPR league and put himself... No, he's not.
We all know.
He's not.
The Swiss Army knife is what he called him.
Okay. He's got a total of rushing of 575 yards and 77 passing yards, 2 touchdowns for receptions, or for 2 touchdowns for receptions and 7 as rushing. How is this dude number 3 in tight ends is beyond me?
Not even tight end. It's the worst.
He's not even tight end.
He's not even tight end, yeah.
As much as I want to say he's not tight end,
he's my number 1 hated guy this year, and it pissed me off so many freaking times. And this is why he's my number 1. I hope honestly, I hope he just ends up with the Broncos, because now that Sean Payton's over there, and maybe he'll just get out of my face and I don't have to deal with them twice a year. But I don't care. He sucks. I hate Taysom Hill. Go away. You're turning 33. Just go away and retire. You're not even playing the position that you originally drafted for. Just go away. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Except for Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan appears to like him.
Until someone else blocks a punt, makes a tackle on kickoff, and throws a touchdown and punches a touchdown and receives a touchdown. The same game, I don't want to hear it.
He is the one guy that could do that. He can literally do all those things.
You realize this is the one time I get to complain. And next episode is the one and only time I get to complain, and I'm gonna let all out because he sucks. I hate him. I don't like him. My hatred towards him is probably as high as Brian's with Aaron Rodgers.
Whoa, that's high. I don't know.
Yeah.
I told you, if Aaron Rodgers was on fire walking down the street and I had a bucket of water and I was walking, I literally would throw it off the bridge first before letting him put him out. Like literally, I just like, all right, whatever.
You throw him off the bridge into the water.
Yeah,
there you go. I helped you. Yeah, we were born with that hatred. We're born with that hatred.
I would tie him 2 bricks.
So I heard somebody else talking about him, And they said, and they brought up what Jonathan said about all those stats. They're like, cool, he's done that. But if you play a bunch of other players the same way you play him, can they not make those same stats? Like if you put some of these other players as like, hey, throw the ball, catch the ball, run the ball, we're gonna put you on special teams, go block somebody. Like if you give other players that opportunity,
well, I mean,
would they be able to
had a rushing, passing, and receiving touchdown in one game?
Yeah.
The problem is,
so it's like
big enough. Who's big enough?
Yeah, he's so big.
This guy's.
Yeah. I mean, he's
220. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest, but he's also bigger than average. Like he's right in the middle, so he can contend with whatever position you put him at.
Yeah, he's a good balance of everything. See, like that's funny though.
Why would I go? No. We're talking about 2022 season, because every year we're gonna have a complaint about everything. I mean, he's the only one who allowed to do it. He's a perfect size for it. Yeah.
I like how his name hasn't been said yet. I'm digging that.
Yeah, I know. Everyone knows who we're talking about.
Yeah, we know who we're talking about, but not one person says name.
Because he's Voldemort.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named.
You can go to hell. I don't like him.
Just honestly, so tight ends usually play fullback too. So like even when I was playing tight end, I had to learn to play fullback because you're the H-back. Like you have to be able to play both of those positions. So technically he could be a tight end because most tight ends do line up in the backfield. They just happen to hit again on the ball. That's going to be their excuse, and that's why he'll never go away from just being a tight end, because tight ends do play those positions at fullback. And then if we're a quarterback, you ever learn how to forget how to play a football? All quarterbacks that change positions go to tight end. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that circle of fullback, tight end, quarterback. He just happens to be all of them. They kind of give him the same thing. I mean, Washington could do the same thing. If Thomas was ever healthy, he could do the exact same thing. It's just that Taysom Hill's better put together. He's stronger, and he also pisses me off.
He's the right size.
I'll mention that, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And that was only the icing on the cake. He already didn't like him.
One time I relied on him.
No.
And all I needed was 4 freaking measly points.
That's all he did. It was so fun.
I got to make a video now of Hill's face over Voldemort, like doing a and then blowing up Martin's like sleeper team.
Guillotine league.
Hey, don't worry, Dynasty Pylon still won the guillotine. It's all good.
That's true. Thank you, Mark.
I don't know how.
And forever, the number 3 Dynasty Pylon jersey will be burned into a Hall of Fame that no one's ever been risen. No one will ever have the number 3 because of Mark. Ever. But yes, Jonathan, the one time I relied on him, he did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you know what's funny? Is because of that week, you look at every single week besides that week. Okay, let's recap those weeks. Okay, let's recap these weeks. Week 1, 14.3. Week 2, 1.4. That's probably really the lowest he's had. Week 3, I guess he was injured. Week 4, 8.1, 39.90, 4.7, 9.6, 7.3. Oh, another bad one. 1.2. Let's skip my week. 6.2, 2 points, 11.5, 12, 11, 12, and 2. The 1 week I needed him, 0.1. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, that's funny. That's so funny.
And you know what's crazy? Had you gotten those 4 points, you would have eliminated me.
So, you know what?
Oh my god!
It was there for a reason.
Oh man!
I know we're supposed to go in order, but I think after what he just said, I need to go next.
Okay,
it's my first grievance. I need to go next.
This is why I didn't want to go first, but
the craziest one though is when I won by I beat someone out by like 0.01.
Let's I want to air my grievance. My grievance is against Mark. Straight up, it's Mark. All right. It made no effing sense. Week after week after week, from week 5 on, he will win by less than 1 point. Like he will be down the lowest points. It makes no sense that he ended up winning it all.
Yeah.
How the F did that happen?
I mean, they got rage quit.
I don't even understand.
Mad.
I didn't understand. It wasn't even going against me. It was like going against everybody else. I'm like, how is he still doing this? It was amazing. It pissed me off because I was like, how come I can't get none of that luck? I have one bad week and I'm done. You know, every other week I'm like, I'm averaging 140, 140. I'm good. I have one bad week where I get 3 guys that get injured. Done. Mark has one bad week. He has 4 guys injured and scores 108 points when the lowest guy's 107. Like, how? How do you do this? It made no sense. I am unbelievably upset. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's just I can't put it through my mind. I don't know how he did it. So that's my grievance. I just wanted to go after that. I just thought it was perfect timing because how the hell did you do it? I don't know. He single-handedly put all of us out. All 3 of us by himself.
Yeah. Week in, week out, just slowly kind of made it and accumulated his way through the league. I don't know. At the end of it all, it was like he just kept going and going. At some point, you changed your whole team name to the Cucaracha.
That was the best. The picture,
you changed your profile name, and all thanks to Braden too. It's just
oh my god, no, Braden, oh my god.
I said, damn, Brian's getting mad. Mark can't wait till Justin Fields is free. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad. I'm straight up showing up to the show in my Darth Vader costume. Straight up.
I'm not therapist.
Like his picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little bit.
I think there's other people in that league that were way more upset.
Oh, I mean, like there was people that talked so much crap, and then they were done, Zoe, in like the first week or two.
First couple weeks.
Like, get out of here. Like, you weren't even like, they're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great team. I don't know.
This is only part 1. Part 2, real quick, since we're still on this, is Tank. What the hell, dude? You just let him get all of the waiver wires? The entire waiver wire? Like,
why? Why? What are you, stupid? You let him have the entire
waiver wire.
Hey, man,
nothing.
I had like
I'm talking to him on the show like half an hour before waiver wires go through. So I don't know what the hell happened.
I literally put them in thinking like, well, I'll probably get him. I'll probably skip to this guy. And then everything finalized. I looked at it, I was like, what the?
You had an entire new team. Yeah. Entire new. That was 100. That was 100% my fault. Because I think if I would have picked up at least 4 people, even 2 guys, I probably would have won. But
I was like, how is this possible? It was like everything that needed to happen happened perfect for Mark. I wasn't mad at Mark at that time because after Mark made it through all those games and eliminated all of us, that was one thing. But the fact that Tank picked up nobody from his waiver wire 4 times, right, during the season, and guess what? He made it to the championship too. What the hell? You know what?
I had the one where I forgot when I was like the first pick.
Yeah, I did that. I did that too.
I was like, oh no.
We both did. But the times I missed, I were early in the season. Yeah, and then the last one. So I missed like within the first 4 or 5 weeks, I missed it. But also like, I really didn't like care too much. Besides that one, the one, and then the last one was the biggest one. I remember waking up. So my son woke up around 3:30. And he woke up and I'm all groggy. And then what woke me up wasn't him crying for food, was, oh my God, I didn't pick anybody up. And I looked at my phone and I saw all Mark had it. Well, I was like, well, fuck it. Like, I just threw the phone down. I was like, well, I'm done.
I am not
exactly what I did on the week I missed it. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Jonathan, I don't want the 0% percentile of height and 0 percentile of weight of Bryce Young. Kyler Murray is 15 pounds more than Bryce Young. There's no way I want anything to do with that dude. Like, literally,
traded Fields, you'd be getting Stroud probably.
No, but they're talking about it'll only be for Bryce Young because you don't trade Fields and get Stroud, so you don't get Fields light for Fields. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you don't get the worst Fields and trade Fields. That doesn't make any sense. So they was like, get Bryce Young because he's an otherworldly talent. He's gonna be otherworldly talent and gonna be in the XFL because he can't stay healthy because he's gonna be like on the bottom of someone's shoe because he's that small. Like you better have a great offensive line that never lets anyone get through ever. And then he's not that tall either. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell the Bears are thinking. You know,
yeah, when Kyler Murray weighs 25 more pounds than the dude.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what the ultimate dagger though for you to not be a Bear Fields and then draft Levis.
Oh god.
No, I'll commit a crime. If that happens, I will commit a crime. Like literally, it'll be.
You imagine if they get rid of him, bringing Levis? That'd be like, amazing.
Literally, I'll be
behind a store, just like doing a one-man riot.
Like we burn down this whole place, and I'll probably be there with like another 2 million people gonna be there too. Like, you thinking the same thing? Yeah, we burn this whole motherfucker down. This is it. This whole thing's going. Oh man, I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but Mark, just go ahead and go because I'm starting to get upset about thinking about this whole. Oh my god, Justin Fields. Oh my god.
Well, my biggest gripe, I think, mainly does stem from my game, but I think overall for the season, the officiating was just god awful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like inconsistent. Yeah. There was so many games, like especially both championship games. I'm like, well, you can tell they're geared towards a Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl here with the way these calls are going.
Well,
I mean, the Eagles one was kind of done anyway when they lost their quarterback, but like watching that Chiefs Bengals game was so hard. I was like, especially that last play where they're like, oh, they hit Mahomes, but look at half the Chiefs offensive line holding. Let's not call that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care about that as much because I feel like it's hard when you have that hold. It's obviously a hold, but you haven't called it the entire game. But at least it's a hold.
Yeah,
it's those phantom calls that I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like they're gonna call the holding on Bradbury in the Super Bowl, but then you see what the Giants dude was doing on Terry McLaurin. Oh, we're not gonna call that.
Yeah.
No,
he was like practically got him in a bear hug before the pass goes out.
No, it really was a bear hug. I have no idea what was going on.
How do we not call that? And then the whole thing where they're telling McLaurin the whole game, you need to be on the line, and then he looks at the ref. Is this good? Oh, yep, you're good.
And then as soon as the play goes off, he throws the flag. I was like,
he had his hand on it.
From this to this.
Yeah,
like we gonna get you.
That was man.
And there goes the touchdown that we scored. So.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee we're going to make the 2-point conversion or even score after the one, but it's like,
no, but you took
just decide
the chance away. You took that chance away. I feel like the refs, the NFL has the worst refs. I don't understand.
Yeah. And it wasn't even just our game; it was like all year long. It was just awful this year.
Oh, tell me, I mean, there was Bears games. I was looking like, what the hell, guys? Like Justin Fields got hit once in the face by someone diving at him, and they're like, no flag. Like, what the hell? And then the next play, someone like fell off someone's foot and they're like, flag. I was like, what the is going on?
There's like replays of face mask and you see like the whole helmet and you see a ref right there and they're like, good. Like, what? What are you watching?
It's like watching The Longest Yard. You see that with Adam Sandler?
Like, I don't get it.
Well,
and then the next play or the other team gets the ball, and then you just see like this, and they're like, "Oh, personal foul, face mask." You're like, the other dude had his helmet completely 180'd on his head, nothing. But then this guy grazes it. I'm like, it's just too inconsistent.
Yeah, but every year it seems like it gets worse and worse every year, and it's like, where does it end kind of at this point?
And they're just opening the door to these like conspiracy theorists who are like, oh, it's all rigged.
Yeah.
To the point where they're like now mocking that they get scripts at the beginning of the year. I'm like, well, there's no way that happens. There's no way they'd be able to keep that quiet. There's so many things involved.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's scripted, but I mean, you can't argue that.
But I think the jokes went beyond further than
reality.
It was like a whole week of like, oh, the scripts of this and the script of that. The scripts didn't go the way they wanted them. Yeah, it was just.
Well, it didn't help. It didn't help that the script said the score was going to be 35-38. It just had it flipped. They said Eagles was going to win, which I'm like, damn, they got the score right. So it makes you really think. You're like, damn.
They're like, well, they found us out, so let's switch it.
Yeah.
Goodell's crossed out the wrong team. He crossed out Eagles, put it Chiefs. Here's a new script. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm assuming he's referring to the one where the Rams had the pass interference.
Yeah, the pass interference that literally you saw the tackle like before the ball got the ball's in the air. Everything is like script for what it is pass interference, and it was blatant in front of everybody. And the ref was like, "It's good."
Yeah.
What? And no one else threw the flag.
No. I like what Michael said. He said you should be able to challenge flags. I'm not
tried that.
They did that after the Saints championship game the next year. They're like, you can challenge a penalty, and they had it for like 2 years. And they're like, yeah, we're getting rid of this.
Oh, so
yeah,
the refs,
took too much time.
If you continue to do it. No, the ref said if you do it, we're going to walk.
Yeah,
that's
because you're like, yeah,
because you're questioning their jobs.
Yeah.
They are the creators of the game, and if they call something and then someone says no, you're wrong, it's like, why am I here, dude? That's the issue.
What I want is the refs have to face the press. I want them to have to face
that would be nice.
Yeah. Or some kind of penalty for
they get them straight out of Dodge, man. They're like, run!
Yeah.
Your life depends on it.
The limo pulls into the stadium, they just all jump in, and it takes off.
Can you imagine that? Like if a reporter had a little TV and showed on the iPad, where the hell did you think this is not a hold? And you see the guy like get dragged down, or
the face mask completely.
And you see the ref looking at him like your eyes are on his eye, like on him. What were you thinking? What would they say? Like,
just lucky that game was in Arizona. If it was in Philly, they would have been their batteries under their seat, just chucking them at the refs. They'd be like, I don't think so.
Is that what people in Philly do? Just constantly carry batteries with them?
No, I think they just keep them under the seats. The stadium, just in case you got your batteries.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, when you go into your seats, and sometimes you have the free t-shirts or the towels or stuff like that. They have batteries.
No.
Yeah, they have batteries. That you come in just
with little warnings. Please don't throw in our players. Just make sure it's the away players and the refs.
And the refs.
Yeah.
Man.
They're right. It just seems like every year it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, it sucks.
They have to get professional referees. They should be full-time. That should be their full-time job. I'm tired of accountants being referees. That doesn't make any sense.
I can be a referee. All right, let's go.
Literally, it's like 6 months of training or something stupid, and then it becomes just who you know.
So exactly, because you see all the sons of referees continue to be referees. So like it happens all the time. So I'm telling you, I'm tired of seeing accountants being referees. You need to find guys that are real referees. That's all they do. All they do is watch film and start to get better at that craft.
He's already tired of you before even entering. That's what Mark's gonna be, right?
What?
Yeah, I'm an accountant.
That's what he's studying to be.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think that's why he said I could
Brian
be a ref.
fired you before you even had a freaking foot in the damn doorway.
You could be an accountant. You might as well be a referee too.
Yeah.
Now
on the
he's
side,
kind of easing up.
a little side job.
Oh, I can't wait to ref that Giants Washington game.
you flags on your belt is ready to go. You got was that the bullet strap just with flags ready?
That's right.
You got a utility belt with freaking yellow flags.
He has the ones that retract.
He
retracts towards again. Oh man. So I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the one that really irked me personally.
Thanks.
So, I mean, it is a good thing, but you already there you go, man. That's your way in. Just ask around of all the accountants who refs football.
Right?
Like, hey, can you help me get in?
It's amazing. Like it's like 50% accountants, 50% lawyers. Literally. It's crazy.
Well, then you always got the sprinkle in of the old football players.
Well, there's not a lot.
Not a lot. That's why I said sprinkled in. Like there's like
one or two,
less than a handful. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but so for me, So shout out to real quick to Martin. He created. I think none of us seen it before. A new style of fantasy. We tested it out this year. I think you're gonna roll it out for sure next year, next fantasy season.
Yeah.
My building blocks.
League, yeah,
the Build a Blocks League, right? Which was super fun, and it's very different than everything I've ever played before. So I drafted Jonathan Taylor first. So thanks. Yeah. So and then second up was Russell Wilson. My season was done before it even started.
That was your own fault for drafting Russell Wilson after seeing him play for a week.
Yeah. That's true. Or did I? No, I think I might have got Wilson first and then JT. Whatever.
No,
they were my first two picks.
There's no way someone would have picked JT under Russell.
Because Braden brought up a good thing is with a Build a Block League, you pick up a QB first because it's going to get you the most points for that week 1. And then you pick up a running back week 2. So I was like, oh, okay. But I could be wrong. I think it was JT Russell Wilson. But either way, those were my first 2 picks. And I was like, just done. And then it seemed like every other pick I had, like somehow
got hurt.
He got hurt. Or he wasn't playing like every week. Oh man. So it was a super fun. I have a strategy going into next season for sure. But this one was like Jesus, I couldn't catch a break.
I'm gonna say I got a running back first and then one quarterback. I won the league.
Yeah, that's true.
So
there you go. Yeah.
Well, this brings us back to the Guillotine League. How did he get to the championship?
I don't, dude. It doesn't make sense to me. Like I won the Nerd Huddle League. I won the Build a Block League. You know, I won another league, but it was nothing but this.
Tank finished last in both of them.
And I'm like, and somehow
Tank was last in all of them.
Yeah,
that's what I said. He was last in everyone except for Guillotine that he made the championship.
Which is funny. So even my one that I have money on with my friends, I really didn't. This year, I couldn't pay attention the way I usually do with fantasy football. I was able to do research, but then when it came down to sit and sit at a computer and make the moves and do everything, I didn't have time and I couldn't do it. You know, so it was super annoying. So next year, I'm coming back with vengeance.
We'll talk on Tuesday about all these things and have good ideas. And I look at him and he does none of them.
From the basement straight up to the upstairs, and then
Lucas,
I was like, so next year I am definitely going. But even that being said, the main league I focused on was the Guillotine League, and I still messed it up. So, because out of 5 leagues I was in, that was the one I really focused in on, and even then I still didn't even focus in 100% as I should have. So, but the Build a Blocks was a lot of fun. I was definitely watching a lot of other of the guys because it was six people, I think.
It was 6 of us, yeah.
Did the test. It was super cool, super fun, man. And I can't wait to do it again. And I hope it really does become a bigger kind of thing, where I think other leagues try to do it that way, or it's just it's like a side thing, because it's a good league to be in as your second or third, or you're not your main league, but you can have
fun. Beginner, really.
A beginner's a great one.
Because the fact is, it was the less stressful league.
Just let it happen.
But when it came to draft time, it was the hardest to draft.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was so hard to draft every week. Yeah. But the problem was running it was so easy.
Oh, yeah. Managing it. You just draft, put them in, you're done.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go through the very first player that you had was Jonathan Taylor.
Was JT, okay.
Your second one was, I believe, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Because I got him. Yeah, you got Russel Wilson.
And he didn't cook? Oh, that's messed up, huh?
You got Russell Wilson in the second.
I should have listened, and that first week was just foretelling of the rest of the season, and where I thought, I'm like, oh, just a bad week. He's Russell Wilson. He's going to be good. Maybe next season.
Was
maybe
Cook.
Was Cook.
Man, you just you knew Cook's gonna be hurt. It's just a matter of time for Cook to get hurt.
Your fourth pick was Jamar Chase. That was your best one so far.
That was my fourth,
by week 4.
Week 4, I already have 4 losses down under my belt. Even more by then because I have to start building a team by week 4. So, but Cook wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think he played, but there's some days that he obviously didn't get a lot of points. Some days he got like 20, 25.
But Madison, the problem with Cook, you can't rely on him that high.
No.
Cook, you have to be getting him after round 5 because I don't trust guys that are going to get hurt all the damn time. Give me the guy who's going to be there day in day out. I'd rather have that guy.
Yeah. Well, Cook, I don't think is coming back next year, right? Is that the rumor?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Brady retired, came back, so now I'm suspecting all these players are just gonna. Oh, I'm not coming back, and then I'll just come back. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's that Aaron Rodgers effect.
It's the Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. See, all right. So my second one. Wait, are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm done, man. Like I said, but I love the league, but I sucked at it like really bad because it's not a normal league.
It was the beta league.
But yeah.
So now next season we'll roll it out. I'm assuming all 4 of us will probably come back. I'm assuming them boys will come back. And so there'll be 5 slots right there. And then we'll see who else joins. It's going to be open to the public. So whoever joins, I'll have it open.
Real
probably
quick question,
in
though.
August, July.
What's the max? What would be the max teams you would do? Because I feel like having a lot would be fun and would make it a little bit harder.
Yeah, it's going to be so
earlier.
much more difficult.
You know, at least by picking up.
I was going to go 10.
Yeah.
10? Okay.
I was going to start off with 10. Maybe we'll do another one. We'll do 12. Eventually, I want to implement the IDP. Eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think that would
somehow, some way. I might just
higher
do just IDP league.
Well, I've even thought about you doing. Maybe you start with the first pick being your first thing being 3 picks. Right, you get 3 rounds the first week. You get so you get 3 players the first time, and then from there.
Well, I have an idea for that. That idea I have. So you first 3, it would be your first 4. And that one would be
then actually you could do
drafting an NFL team. So say you pick the Bears, you would automatically get Justin Fields, Montgomery, freaking Mooney, and Cole Kmet. And then I would probably pick the Bills, and I would get Allen, Singletary, or probably Cook now. Cook, Diggs, and Knox.
Yeah.
And like so on and so forth. You guys would pick your team, and then
I like that. That's cool.
And then the next other rounds from there, you would draft whatever. But you would those 4 are not droppable and not non-tradable. Like you have to stick. Injuries happen, you stick with it. So that was another idea I had,
that's
but I'll probably roll that out.
After the probably going to win. But yeah, that's a pretty.
Not if they get hurt. That's the only thing. Like I'm just hoping.
Yep.
Like I don't prey on injuries, but when I play Patrick Mahomes, I hope he's limping at least.
But you're like, if they happen, they happen. I'm not gonna cry, but
because I've made a decision. I will never try and draft him.
I don't know, man. If you are the 4th pick and Patrick Mahomes, this is the 3rd round, he falls into your lap and you don't pick him, you trying to lose. That's what you're trying to do.
Here's the thing: if I draft him, I'm gonna win. I know this because I'm better than everybody in the redraft leagues. I already know this. I purposely don't draft him because
how many redraft leagues you win this year?
2.
How many?
3. I didn't care about ours. I didn't care about ours.
So that don't count.
Yeah, I really look, guys. I really didn't care.
Oh, you want to understand? I think Martin was like 4 and 8. Like I didn't care. And then one week he didn't even change anybody. I was like, he had 2 zeros. I was like, what is he doing?
You could also do like 2 draft picks every week, 1 offense, 1 defense.
I like that too, though.
Yeah. Or have dedicated offensive weeks and have dedicated defensive weeks. You know,
probably but you can't get a whole team. You won't have your full team.
Yeah, that's
enough time. So you have to have multiple picks. Like it has to be, But if you alternate offense and defense, that might work. So for like 4 weeks, we'll alternate that offense defense that week, offense defense that week until you have your 6 defensive guys, and then you can go offense. That way you can have an entire team.
I don't know. It will work it out, but
yeah, it was the
Well,
first
the all
season.
defense, all IDP sounds pretty fun too, though.
Yeah, all IDP is actually really
like
intense and different.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot harder. But,
I bet. You'd have to look up matchups. You'd have to be like, do some research for that one.
Yeah. Or just watch us on Wednesdays. But
there you go.
Exactly.
All right.
team.
My second complaint, I don't know if it was really complaint. I felt like I probably should have brought this individual up last week and probably gave him the Batman award because this dude had the biggest mask of all time. Okay. This man, maybe if I mention this right now, you guys might know who this is, but his record is 92-101 in 12 seasons as an NFL coach. And he had the biggest mask of all time because he was a true Bears fan day in, day out.
I love him.
And
he's my favorite.
He's never what he did at the end of his coaching week. He stayed a Bears fan, and he won his last and final game, and he got the Bears the 101 because of that win, and that's Lovie Smith. Now, across 9 seasons, it was 81-63, which is pretty good. He
was a great Bears coach.
Like Tampa Bay, he sucked both seasons that we was there. And then he goes to Houston. He sucks some more.
Yeah, but Houston's not even a real team.
He loves the Bears so much. I don't know. But the thing is, the fact is, he threw games, I felt like. And now the Bears are at the 101. And now I have to listen to Brian's, little parade that he has over there. That's like, I don't know why.
2 more months of that, man. 2 more months.
Suck. Like, you shouldn't be parading about it when you're at the one. Like, that's not really a good thing. But that's the thing.
But if you do it on purpose,
well, you guys didn't do it though because Lovie Smith did it for you.
Lovie parading until they get Bryce Young.
On Saturday, he went to
then parading to the dumpster.
No, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a dumpster. I'm going with pitchforks and forks, torches, whatever. I'm going to his house. Ryan Poles must be put down. That's it. His whole yard. It's gonna be all of us. We're going all together as Bears fans. Damn it, hate him so much. But Lovie Smith, I love you. Lovie Smith, I love you.
No, you threw the NFL. You threw it, and now I have to listen to stupid Brian.
They called him on Saturday. He was like, "Hey, so how's my job security?" And they were like, "Guess we'll talk about that on Monday." He was like, "Oh, really? Got you."
Watch them call him and get him back over there as a defensive coordinator or something like that.
Dude, I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah, man.
We will carry him on his shoulder, our shoulders. You know when we won the Super Bowl, we won like we carry Dick and Buddy Ryan. That's what will happen. We'll have Eberflus on one side. They're like, "Oh, yeah, come on, Lovey. You know you get carried off the field because you're the real winner. You're the real MVP." That's what you should say after we get the first pick, after we trade to the Texans.
Lovie Smith should announce it. And with Bears first pick, that would be epic.
You're the real
How
MVP,
awesome would it
Lovey.
be if you trade the first pick to the Texans?
It's going to happen. That's what everyone's doing right now.
Yeah,
all of our drafts.
There's a good chance of that.
And then Lovey just announces both of them because why not?
Lovie Smith, man, always and forever a Bear fan.
He's always in my heart. Like he's on my pantheon, like on my Mount Rushmore. Lovie Smith is there. If he wasn't there, he's back on there just because of this last move.
Yeah.
I just can't believe I was looking at these records. All right, your first year there at in 04. I was like, all right, it's your first year there. I understand. You went 5-11. That's more games than you won. Well, actually, just about as many games as you won in the last 3 seasons. You went 2-14 in 14, and in the Buccaneers in 15 you went 6-10. And then last year you went 3-13-1. But after 04, in 05 he went 11-5.
Yep.
06, 13-3.
Yep.
07, 7-9. Not, you know. Then 08, 9-7, back to 7-8, then 11-5, 8-8, 10-6. And then
Literally,
he just
the best part
disappeared
about all
in
that,
the 13th.
He continued to beat the Packers. He beat the Packers every freaking year. He was amazing. I love Lovie Smith so much. Oh my goodness, I can't. And you have to realize, so he went and got Urlacher, then he got Briggs. Like he built, and then Peanut. Like he built a defense exactly for his style. It was perfect. If he had a quarterback, he'd still be the Bears coach. That's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we weren't going to get rid of him. He would still be the Bears coach if he had a quarterback. Mike Martz is the biggest reason why he's not the quarterback, the coach for the Bears.
I mean, you are the man with him on speed dial. So.
Hey, I love you.
It's late Valentine's Day.
I mean, you guys made it to a Super Bowl with Kyle Orton and Rex Grossman as your quarterbacks.
Exactly. And that's how good the defense was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. Even that warms my heart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We tried having Rex Grossman, and that was a disaster.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing this. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, man. That's so good.
I only have my other grievance is quarterback position, mainly possible landing spots for Lamar Jackson, because coming into last year's draft, Martin's favorite quarterback was Sam Howell. Mine was Desmond Ridder. Now Lamar Jackson's linked to both those teams. And I'm like, just give these young guys a chance. The third team I've heard him linked to is the Detroit Lions. And I'm like, no, my only quarterback on my Dynasty team is Goff. Stay away from there. Like, why are you trying to ruin me, Lamar Jackson?
Do you realize Lamar Jackson is 26 years old?
Yeah, I get that.
Damn,
I mean, I'll take him on
the quarterback.
He's got some time.
He will literally take your Commanders to the Super Bowl. You will literally vote in front of the Eagles immediately with that defense and Lamar Jackson. You would be a better team than the Eagles immediately. Like, I might have to get a Lamar Jackson Commanders jersey. That will be amazing for you.
I've just been burned so many times. Like, we gave up like a million draft picks to get RG3.
Yeah, that was
see where that got us. Now, granted, the Titans draft picks did nothing either. That was like the most horrible trade in the history of the NFL for both teams. But like every draft pick they drafted of ours was out of the NFL in like 3 years.
You got to also remember, like, first round draft picks, it's a 50-50 chance that they're good or not.
Man.
Lamar Jackson, there's no chance. He's good. And then you guys have a good offensive line. So if you're blocking everyone except Charles Lindell Jr., I think he's garbage. But everyone else on that line is pretty good. So I don't see how having Lamar Jackson, you will be great. You literally could be the Philadelphia Eagles next year. And that's what the NFL East is. It's just the next guy, whoever was last, goes to first every year.
I think what it is we're too scared to pay what the price might be for him.
Exactly.
It don't even matter, though.
Not it just that, after when your jersey is as long as the Browns now for former quarterbacks in the last 20 years, you learn to not get your hopes up, because we'll probably get Lamar and then we'll kill him. He'll just
I'm siding with Mark here.
But I also want to see what Sam Howell had. Like, we finally go into an offseason where they're like, hey, this is our starting quarterback. And now all of a sudden all I hear is, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with Mark. I'm in the same boat. And it's crazy. Like a little worrisome. No, and no, because how much is it gonna cost to get him over here? You know, my green screen is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I see it moving.
You got some wind going on in there, man.
You say don't even stream anymore. Like,
but I've seen proposed trades of first, second, and third this year, and a first and second next year. That is crazy.
No. But okay, so holes on your team, Mark specifically. Holes on your team. You have 3 receivers. You have 2 number ones and a good number 2 receivers. You have a pin of running backs. You have the line. You have everything except a tight end. That's all you need. If you get Lamar Jackson and sign a tight end, You have a great team.
Can we bring Mark Andrews in?
You don't need anything on defense. You have the best defense. So
I'll give up all those picks for Lamar and Mark Andrews. That seems fair.
Isaiah Likely. My point is that you can do these things. I mean, you can get all those because those draft picks are not guaranteed. Lamar Jackson is guaranteed, and that's only going to hurt you for 2 years. And it's not even going to hurt you because you get Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter. I say the same thing to Martin. Like, you guys don't do anything with your picks. So it doesn't matter. What does it matter who you get? You know? I know. You know how I know? Because Atlanta's is Bears South.
Hey,
we don't do anything with our picks.
Kill it in the third round. We kill it in the third round. Scary Terry, Gibson.
Hey, they give them first, second.
Robinson.
First, second, next 2 years.
Yeah, but first and second have been rough for us.
So that's the point.
We have the defensive line. They were all first rounders.
But you already have them. You have so many of them that you can't keep them all. There's so you have.
I feel like this is just you wanting this to happen so you can get Deron Payne. That's all this is. Oh yeah, get Lamar because then you can't afford Deron. Come on over, Deron Payne.
I've been found out. I've been found out.
It's I don't know. I feel like,
and that's the other issue I have.
Yeah,
I love Lamar Jackson. He is exciting. He can make plays, but he cannot stay healthy.
But he's also on a team that couldn't block for him. When they blocked for him, he won the MVP. Literally, when they blocked for him, he won the MVP. In the league where Patrick Mahomes is. Like,
no.
That's how good he is.
No.
You guys just don't believe.
I don't want to pay. Look, all right. Mark's in a better shape than what the Falcons are. But I know
you
what
guys
we
have
give
more
up.
holes. You guys more holes.
If what we give up for one position, no.
But
I'm agreeing with Mark. Roll with what we got right now and figure out the rest of the team and then bring in a QB. You bring in a QB to a bad situation, you're gonna have a Kyler Murray. I just think it's bad business to bring in, like, okay, jersey wise and sales and stuff are gonna go up. I get it, but team wise, when you start sucking, it's gonna be a problem.
Ticket sales will go through the roof too. I know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for that season. But after that, it's like, okay, well, we brought him in. What now? You're supposed to do this.
Brady, look at his numbers. No, bro, come on. Lamar Jackson's numbers were stupid. They were stupid.
Yeah, but he
ran for 1,100 and threw for like 4,000. It's stupid.
But we don't know what he's going to do somewhere else. We don't know what he's going to do in other organizations. Different coaching strategies. We don't know.
Lamar Jackson's going to lead the Ravens, and the Ravens are going to show you how bad that team really was. Lamar Jackson was elevating every position. Their offense is awful. And then you have a great tight end. Him with a great tight end, you might actually get something out of him. Dude, I don't know. If they get Lamar Jackson, you immediately win the West. I mean, NFC South. You immediately win right now.
Our defense sucks so much that I don't think it can keep up.
It
would be backed. The last time that the Falcons were this good and the defense was this bad is in 2016, but the offense was just so hot fire that it was unstoppable. But then,
and that's what I'm saying. You will have a team that's unstoppable. You have a number one receiver. You have Kyle Pitts. You have Al Jair. I think is a number one running back. I really believe it.
I think so too.
But
the defense is my biggest, like, it's been our concern for the while. Now, Ryan Pace, thank you, my guy. Thank you.
Don't say that.
No, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. You brought it up. You opened up a can of worms. We weren't gonna talk about that. We were just gonna talk about Mark's QB situation. But you want to deep dive into this? Ryan Pace. Yeah. Thank you.
Wait a couple years and then we'll see if that.
Thank you for doing what I wanted the most out of many years, is you brought in an actual running back from the draft rather than waiting for an old, washed up, banged up running back from somewhere else.
Hey, he's good at finding 4th, 5th, and 6th round guys.
Yes.
He's very good at that.
I can definitely see this.
I mean, he did all 7 years with the Chicago Bears. 4th, 5th, and 6th round, great. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, booty. So that's what I'm saying. You could go ahead and trade all those picks because he ain't gonna do nothing with them.
I'm just saying that the defense. Look.
Even
look, I didn't say anything about the offense. I'm talking about the defense is a bigger problem. We've had an issue with the defense.
I'm saying that their offense will be so good they'll almost be unstoppable.
I know, but then it's going to go back to 2016. I'm going to lose to some dickhead in the Super Bowl 20.
You made it to the Super Bowl though.
No, if you don't win, it doesn't count.
You made it to the Super Bowl.
I don't care. It doesn't count.
Oh my god!
I mean, as a fan, I totally 100% agree with that. As a player, all that extra money, you're gonna tell me that doesn't count? Like, all right,
as an owner, as a player, as everybody,
make money every year, no matter where the hell they go. They're set for life.
No, what's better than money? More money.
No, they are set for life. All right, no, I will never make the amount. All four of us combined and chat combined will never make the same amount of any of these players in the league because they're set for life. They make millions. They make millions.
50% of the league doesn't make millions, and a lot of those guys won't make it because their careers are only average 4 years. So even if you get $4 million, I make $4 million, and and I'm gonna continue to make that money. Wait until my 50s
in a single year compared to what we made that in a lifetime. I'm just saying.
But their career's only to 28.
I get that.
So your lifestyle changed. So that's why I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like in like Patrick Mahomes, like look that like all these high players, like it just.
Those guys, we're never going to see that money.
Yeah, we're talking about Lamar, okay? Yes, if you put him in with Kyle Pitts and Drake London, yeah, it's fine. But the problem is, I don't think that our defense will uphold this.
Dude, you're the perfect team. You want to see Lamar Jackson is.
We won't have any more first rounds for the next 3-4 years. We won't have any seconds for the next 3-4 years. We'd have to go all in on a crap defense.
He's gonna cost you two number ones, 2 number 2s, because you gotta pay him. It's gonna cost you 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s. Ryan Pace doesn't do those things. He doesn't draft good, first and second round, so it doesn't even matter.
Hey, he drafted Fields.
He fell in the fields. Like it was like he tripped over him, and they're like, well, you get. And they were talking about getting Mac Jones, and Mac Jones did terrible with the Bears. So like, just my point is,
this close.
We were almost had Mac Jones problem. And I almost gave up on the Bears before. So I'm just telling you, both of your teams will be 10 times better, 20 times better. You definitely have holes, but you can fill those holes. like you have the money. Why wouldn't you want him? That doesn't make any sense to me, especially if you could block. My only concern, only concern would be about paying him the guarantee money. The guarantee money would be my problem.
Yeah, because he wants a ton. He wants a lot.
I'm not giving anybody $200 million guaranteed.
I'm not.
I mean, Daniel Jones is asking for 45. I can only imagine what Lamar's asking for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we were talking about it on Tuesday. Like Deshaun Watson messed that up for any other quarterback asking for guaranteed money at that level. Like they're like, oh no, you see what happened over there? No one's doing that again.
That's what we're saying as fans, but quarterbacks are all saying this is what we should be doing together. We should be banding together, saying that we need guaranteed contracts. We're putting our life on the line. NFL's the only one that doesn't get guaranteed contracts. NBA guaranteed, MLB guaranteed. NFL's the only one, the most dangerous sport that doesn't get guaranteed contracts. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think all of them need to come up and say, no, I need guaranteed money.
Yeah,
you done, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Pissed everyone off.
Yeah, no, right.
I like it.
You deserve it.
Even Kadani's mad.
Well, that's because you said he made no money.
Shit rolls downhill. Shit rolls downhill.
I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I don't know what you're talking about me.
Oh, yeah, you own like every freaking Cobras in the damn nation. So
I was talking about me and Tank. Me and Tank about to make this spoiler cage thing into a nationwide thing.
He brought this up, and I had to look it up, and it's kind of funny. He was mad and Shaq had a son.
Wow.
Who brought that up? That's what
it's like looking at Tank and Mark on the same screen. It's crazy. He's crazy. All right.
What you got?
Hold on.
Oh,
this is
He's got a presentation.
Yeah,
no, not me.
I was like,
you know, you were next. You knew you were next.
What? Look, Ryan Poles, effing trade Justin Fields. I'm coming to your house. I'm coming with a can full of gas and a handful of matches, and I'm burning that motherfucker down. I'm telling you, please. If it happens, it's me. I'm the one who did it. If he trades Justin Fields, I'm coming for you. We've waited all my life for a quarterback, my entire life, and you want to tell me you talking about trading him for a Smurf that weighs 105 pounds holding weights? Are you nuts? What the F is your damn problem? Do you not know the pain I've gone through? Do you realize I had to watch Patrick Mahomes get drafted when we had Opie? Do you know that's what happened? I promise you, you got one chance to make this right. It's about 58 days. If you mess this up, I'm coming for you. You should be scared. That's it.
Hey, didn't you get Mitch Trubisky in the same draft as
yeah, that's why. That's Opie.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, that's Opie. That's what I'm talking. We got Opie and Mitch Trubisky.
Braden says, damn, if his house accidentally burns down, it was nice knowing you, Brian.
Right?
So Brian made me think about this.
This makes me want to burn this motherfucker down. Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down. So, you guys maybe should just suck it up and go to White Castle.
Yeah. Exactly. That was exactly Brian. He's flipping over cars from the suburbs to Soldier Field.
If that happens, man, obviously you're going to take a week off from our football show. Would you take a week off?
I don't know if I
from
would.
the Nerd Huddle. Totally.
I think I would show. I like on the Panda Grizzly show. I would do a whole episode in my Darth Vader costume. The entire episode, not even saying anything, just me on screen staring into the camera the whole time. Just,
I believe it too.
But I'm saying, would you not show up to the Nerd Huddle? I don't think that your inner nerd will allow it.
I don't know. Like, I've been on vacation. I've been in tropical places and still
showing up. I think he would be in the Roller Kings. He might take some football shows off though.
I think he would take some football shows.
Like literally, I'll tell you, it will be like literally the whole episode year. See if I can clear it.
Just the Darth Vader breeding.
Oh,
just start.
All the whole episode done
with the background of like Soldier Field on fire.
Yes, the whole thing. The whole thing. That's how it's gonna be over and over in loop. Just me sitting there in my Darth Vader, like burning of all my bear stuff. That's what's gonna happen.
This is typical of a Bears fan to overreact.
Right.
There's no reaction. Justin Fields.
Because it hasn't happened yet.
If they do trade
and
Fields,
I don't
the
think it's
going to
happen.
Favorites, right?
No, exactly. If Justin Fields goes to the Falcons, oh my God.
Ryan Pace is like,
they are Bears, South. So.
Oh my God, I would throw up so hard. I'll be so mad.
So if this does happen, I would want Brian to be on some football shows because it would carry. I feel like it would carry over to the Spoiler Kings. Like he would come on and and we're gonna talk about this movie. He goes, "No, we ain't. We gonna talk about Justin."
He goes to the Spoiler Kings dressed as Darth Vader.
Still be Darth Vader.
I didn't know this was a Star Wars show. So this is just me now. This is me now.
All right, we got tiptoe around any characters named Justin's.
Oh, Justin!
Yeah, it would just trigger like any Justin.
Oh man, and you know what? That's perfect leading into my issue with this last season is Bears fans being so fucking crazy. all over. I'm in a bunch of different Bears groups and stuff like that. Like at least 5 or 6 I can think of. And every week they're always Justin Fields is trash. This person is trash. Why doesn't he do this? They do this. Trade this person. Like all the time. Every little is like oh he drank red Gatorade instead of blue Gatorade. What the fuck? You know, it's like it's nonstop with some of these Bear fans. That's why I was like. Martin said it's funny, because that's how Bears fans overreact. As Brian's overreacting, and then I'm complaining about Bears fans.
Well, I'm underreacting because if it happens, you gonna see overreaction. I'm telling you, Ryan Poles.
You always overreact. You two made me think that I kind of don't want to go into a Chicago bar during season. It would probably be just the most depressingest little environment I've ever seen because you guys are complaining the entire time, unless you guys were on a 5-game win streak.
No matter what.
I think that would be more unbearable for you if we're winning and doing well rather than losing. Because if we lose, change the game. Is the Bulls game on?
No, because I want you guys to succeed. I really do. Look, of all the episodes we've done, Mark and I did the Bears episode. I'm telling you, it was the most cringiest episode and depressing episode.
Yeah,
by the luck of God, we only had 1 or 2 viewers, and that's maybe because of the thumbnail, which is fine. But it really was a bad episode. It was a horrible episode, and I don't know if Brian ever saw it. I don't think you did. But
actually, I started with it. And literally turned the motherfucker off. It was
bad. It was so bad. And yet here you are. You jumped on the bandwagon. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I'm like, no, you're an idiot. You're not gonna do any of that because look what happened. You sucked because you have a secret agent in the NFL named Lovie Smith, and he's gonna win it. He's gonna win his last game and get you guys the 101 anyways. And now you're happy because of whatever reason.
Because we're gonna trade it.
No, Bears fans are the worst.
No. Cowboys fans are the worst.
I was saying Eagles fans are the worst.
Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah. I was gonna say you literally had to grease up your pole in Arizona,
boys.
No, and you know what? And then right after that, Green Bay. F Green Bay.
You gonna
Green Bay.
You're gonna roast them boys, and he hasn't been here in so long. You might scare him
just
back.
got here.
You might scare him back into the shadows.
He's like, yeah, he finally got on, guys. What's up? Cowboys fans are the worst.
Then boys, I'm glad you're here. You know, you're missing a great episode because we're all crying about whatever. Yeah. Look, here's the rundown.
Something to cry about. It's definitely them boys.
I got some issues.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Obviously, okay. And I know you've been gone so long, and that's the only time I'm going to say him. But I now dubbed him Voldemort. Okay, that's the one and last time. Then, boys, you've been gone for a while. Taysom Hill is Voldemort. So after today, if I ever talk about that, you know what? I will never talk about his name. Now, then Brian went with he hated Mark. Mark said he hated the refs. Then Tank said he hated JT and Russell, but that's his own damn fault because you were there, and he was talking about our Build the Blocks league. He drafted JT in the first, and then the second week he went with Russell Wilson. So he kind of screwed the pooch on that one. Then we went back to me, and we talked about, I said about Lovie Smith being a secret agent in the NFL and how he was secretly a Bears fan, which I hated because that only gave Brian more endorphins and the happiest mofo alive. We've cussed more, and I've cussed more in most of my damn channels or episodes today than ever. Then we circled back to Mark and his Washington QB situation, and it kind of talked about Lamar, which ended up pissing me off. And then we talked about Brian and Justin Fields' trade, that he's overreacting, which kind of goes into Tank's overreaction of the Bears because it hasn't happened yet, and I don't think it's going to happen.
It better not.
I don't think it's going to happen. So
it better not.
Yes,
I'm
leave
telling
the
you, I'll be in
Cowboys
jail.
fans alone, Brian. They got nothing to do with any of these topics.
I'm gonna say this about the Cowboys fans. I apologize to you guys because you know what? You guys got it so hard. Now they're talking about you guys drafted CJ Stroud. You got Dak Prescott already there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what Jerry's doing. Jerry's like, it'll be like me running the team, a fan running the team. It's so hard. I'm sorry. You got Zeke. I don't know what they do. They're paying another running back. They're like, it's terrible that we're paying a running back. And then they're going to pay another running back. I don't know, man. That's a tough job being a Cowboys fan. I know tough jobs because I've been a Bears fan for 37 years.
I was just a kid. And I barely remember that Super Bowl in Tempe, Arizona.
Man,
it's been 3 decades plus in a handful of years. Think about that. It's been 3 decades. I think I was only. What year was that?
95.
90.
Yeah.
Was it 95?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. You think
95.
I was only. If it was 95, I was only about 5 to 6 years old. If that's
January 96, the 95 season.
95?
Yeah, the 95 season, January 96.
That was my very first taste of the NFL. I remember seeing the fireworks from our apartment complex. We were that close to the stadium in Tempe. I remember, and then the only name I remember was Emmitt Smith. That was it. But it's been that long, and kids nowadays that were born after that and are fans because of their fathers or whoever is a Cowboys fan in their family have never witnessed them win. And it's sad to say that there are kids running out there who are under 30, the years of under 30, probably 33 years old. 30, is it? No, probably under 30 years old that never actually seen them win. That's how sad it is. So, Brian, again,
it's sad for them.
You leave the Cowboys fans out of this.
It's sad for them. What is it for us? It's another decade.
Yeah.
We're another decade behind. If it's sad for them, what is it for me? What is it for me?
Oh, here. This is
No!
Yep. That's the perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It could have gone back.
It hurts. I remember.
I remember. I'm like, oh, I love the Bears.
The difference, Brian, is that they're like so close every single time. And where you guys were like, all right, this season sucks. We suck again. Where the Cowboys were there. And they could taste it. They could smell the food.
We were there.
From the cafeteria, knowing that they're about to get fed and they don't get fed. That was them. You weren't even in the building.
Yeah, we were. We've been in the building. We had Jay Cutler.
Not as much as the boys.
No. Because you know what?
Exactly.
Tony Romo should have won one.
For them.
Dak Prescott should have won one already. You guys had a great running backs. They've had great tight ends. They've got great wide receivers. Yeah, I agree. That's tough. But you know what they have? They have the best starter jackets.
I haven't seen the Bears win.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. That's what's so hard. But you guys have the best starter jackets. I'll never forget that. The pullover ones with the star right here. I wish I still could fit mine.
Oh, you still have it, damn.
I wish I could fit it.
I
got my lunch money for the 3rd grade. I ain't throwing none away.
I don't think he could pick up on cues that quick, Braden.
3, 2.
It's already been like a minute.
Yeah.
I need a hamster wheel gift at the bottom.
I wouldn't say Dak sucks.
Yeah.
Is he overrated? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even know how did we even get there? It started with Tank and his Bear fans overreaction. We just
yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of overreaction and craziness in a lot of fandom. But like just being a Bears fan, I see it all the time. Like the Bears do okay, or at least Justin Fields does okay. They still lose, and they're like, "Oh, see, he's trash." I was like, "Why is he trash?" Well, he can't throw. It was like, "Why can't he throw?" It was like, "Oh, well, no O-line, no wide receivers, but he sucks." And it's a constant thing that always happens at least with Chicago.
I
Like,
split fandom into stupid fans and crazy fans. You know, fandom is
that's
crazy in itself, but when you're stupid, I can't argue with stupid.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah. So at least like the Cowboys, I don't know what's worse is just being called a sucky team or being made fun of a team that constantly loses in the playoffs. You know, like Aaron Rodgers is kind of at that level now where he's known of choking in the playoffs. Same thing with the Cowboys, but at least it's the Cowboys, it's a whole organization. I don't know if that's better or worse than just pointing at one player, but is that better or worse than just being like, oh, you suck, you're not even in the conversation? So
I'll buy that jacket from you for a pretty penny, Brian. Those are the best jackets ever released. Period.
They are though.
They were good. Everyone had one. I had one. Everyone had
I had
one.
a little zipper right here, right there, so I can open it up a little bit, man. I still have it. Like I'm just
That's true. You still have it.
Look, I feel like the America's team is definitely been dubbed. Like there's a little small part of Cowboys in us all, and I'm either whether you hate them or you love them, and I feel like every year I love and I look forward to those videos of the TVs getting smashed by Cowboys. Every year, you know they're coming, and the ridiculous ones where they're smashing up the TVs, shooting up a TV, throwing a TV off a balcony, running over their TV, throwing water on a TV. All right, the list can go on and on.
That's all a funny meme of these people who are like, it's a shatterproof TV, and it just shows a Cowboys fan with a card like.
But it's my favorite time.
That's funny.
And we all have look, even Brian has a Micah Parsons jersey. And same do I. I have a Micah Parsons jersey. I don't. And the people are like, oh yeah, it's a Cowboys jersey. You're a Cowboy. No, I'm a Micah Parsons fan.
I'm a Micah Parsons fan. Yeah, I'm an Emmitt Smith fan, and I love. I really didn't care for Troy Aikman that much. Michael Irvin.
Irvin.
The truth. Right now.
Right there, like $100. Bam.
There you go.
I'm gonna hold it off until they're good again. I'm gonna come and put it on.
You're gonna wait until they finally win. You're gonna put it on. You're gonna be like freaking fat man little coat.
Little coat.
And then you're gonna jack the prices up on them boys.
Oh man!
Wait till they win, and then it becomes $200.
What happened to Mark's chair?
Earthquake over there.
Yeah, I hit my cord from my headphones, and then it nearly pulled my computer to the ground.
Yep.
I look. I don't know how I can agree with that though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Well, he missed 6 games and led the league in interceptions. So.
I know that, but he's still
he's trying to make plays. When Dak just uses the talent around him and spreads the ball out, that's when he's the best. When he tries to make
top
plays,
15 still.
Somehow.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have Dak Prescott than Kirk Cousins.
And you miss so many amount of times of games. And
really?
This probably look. I'm the biggest shit taker when it comes to the Falcons, man. That's probably because I'm a Falcons fan. I don't care. Everybody like, oh yeah, it's a great team. You got blah blah blah. I'm like, no, they suck. And that's probably what them boys is at.
You know that since Kirk Cousins has left Washington, he's averaged 4,500 yards and 32 touchdowns a year. Averaged.
Yeah, but the offense is geared towards throwing the ball. And ever since they've had Justin Jefferson, he's a cheat code. He's literally a cheat code. This is unfair. I could go out there and throw the ball to Justin Jefferson and get 4,000 yards. You know, that's more than the Bears have ever had.
Yeah, you're at 3,800.
You just throw it in that area.
Just throw it in the area. He comes down with it. Like he's amazing. He's literally a cheat code. I wish I had the meme of him carrying Kirk Cousins. It's not that hard. It's so easy. And he just carried him to the MVP. That is literally what happens every year with him. So he just has a guy. It was Adam Thielen. Now it's JJ. It's just he has the guy.
All right. So my next question is: are we going to continue this to week 2, or are we going to do one more round?
Another round's going to be an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say another round will be another hour. You got how about I don't say a short one because I know none of them are gonna be short.
Huh.
Well, I'm kind of I really can't think of one that like irked me to the point where I was like angry besides like those two. I know, Mark, you said you might have one more.
No, I don't have any more.
Yeah, and Brian, you have
I like 3 more.
You got 3 more? Okay.
Well,
so
these guys over here have like 5 more, so.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even talk about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
we love Aaron Rodgers. Come on.
No, that's next week.
I haven't got there yet.
That'll be an hour. That'll be like
week.
3 hours just itself. You talking about Aaron Rodgers?
That's why I don't even want to do that.
Everyone else leaves the show is just him talking. 2 hours later,
just bitching and complaining about Rodgers.
We saw the video. We know how much you two up there like it.
That's true. We saw it. You guys love Aaron Rodgers. That's right.
Hey, you know what's so funny? If he signs with the Jets, I will love Aaron Rodgers.
You love Aaron Rodgers.
I will love
him. He signs with the Jets. He signs with the Jets. Brian's like, hey, I need that video.
Well, me and Brian were saying is if he signs with the Jets, we're gonna buy a Favre and a Rodgers Jets jersey.
Like, it's just gonna be sitting there hanging in the background.
Yeah.
So does he go to the Jets and then 2 years from now he goes to the Vikings?
He might. That would be hilarious.
Finishes 9-7 with the Jets and then goes to the Vikings.
Dude, signs a Wrangler contract.
I hate Aaron, but guess what? If he signed with the Jets, I would like go off screen, grab, and have a Aaron jersey, Jets jersey immediately. Like I'll just it would already be here. If I hear whispers, I'm
he made one. Yeah. Yeah, I would say I don't know if anybody got one quick one, but I don't want to go too much more longer.
I got no.
Quick is another.
Well, okay, hold on. I got a quick one. It's quick.
Okay.
I need fantasy football formats everywhere and all across America, wherever. I need a rule change. To all fantasy football, I need you guys to change the negative QB yards for the kneel downs. Okay, it's fourth. You win the game. It's fourth quarter. You're up by 3. I don't need to put him anymore. I'm just going to take a knee, and I'm going to lose 2 yards. Those 2 yards are 0.2 of a point. That could cost me a game. That's it. That's the only thing. I need there to be a setting where you could turn that off. That's it.
Like, and a game kneels or something like
Fantasy football, I need.
Yeah, because it'll give you like a negative 0.01.
If I need that option to be turned off, or because there be times, and I've seen it before, and it's only happened once of the 20 years I've been doing fantasy football. It only happened once, but it does take account. And if you take every fantasy, like how many leagues are in the United States?
Yeah.
How many leagues are out there? There's probably millions.
Well, just think about that week where I won by 0.01.
Yeah, 0.01.
Had there been 2 kneel downs, I would have lost.
Dude, Bob right here. I lost.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob Doyle. How are you doing? Were you?
Man, I would be so mad.
You had to say something now. That's fine. You came at the perfect timing.
But
yes, that I just need that to be a change. Yeah. If I could just turn it off. If you want it on, you have the option to leave it on. But if you need to turn it off, turn it off. That I need. Yep. That I need.
I remember the first time I saw that, I realized it because I was like watching it, and I was like, "Why did my points just go down?" And I messaged Martin. He goes, "Yeah, it's just what happens."
It shouldn't be a negative play. It's what it is.
I was like, "It's victory formation. I shouldn't be getting negative points for that."
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I mean, they could do it like what three times, pretty much. Depending on the time. But yeah, I mean, they could technically do it 4 times, but I don't think that really doesn't happen. But
I've seen it
3 times, a couple times. I mean, you see it at least once, which is like Martin said, that's 2 yards. If they do it twice, that's 4 yards. That's almost a half a point, like Bob Dole said.
They do it in shotgun. I've seen Kyler Murray
do it in shotgun, and then they run around for a little bit and then go down like 10 yards past the line. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, how many times did Patrick Mahomes screw people yards?
Yeah,
they did it a lot this year. That's the only thing. It's a real quick one. I know, I just had to it was gonna be my last one, but
that's a good one.
I just need that option to all fantasy formats out there. Just give me an option to turn it off. Just kneel downs. Just turn it off.
Or just wisen up and know that the last when you're in victory formation, points are done. It doesn't matter.
And I get it. There's the argument. Oh well, the commissioner can just readjust the points. I'm not watching every freaking game, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not watching every down, dude. Like I need I need just
be
start it
off.
Just start it off.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, just call it victory formation kneel or victory formation.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm great.
Just
turn
it off.
Yeah, I've been here before the Bears discussion. Just listen. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you were here just listening. It's cool. But I'm glad that one triggered you to finally. I gotta say something about this.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it is annoying, man. It is very frustrating, especially like he dealt with it personally. So
good morning, Aaron.
Right. Hey,
why is there 2 marks? I don't understand this either. This is why we always have to have them catty cornered when they're on the same episode together. We can never have them here. If they're touching, it's like crap. We can't do this. We got to have them catty cornered, or else people get confused. I'm like, well, yeah, it's not your vision. Oh gosh,
that's I like that. Denton boys fumbled out of the end zone. Being a turnover is the worst rule ever.
If you're gonna read it, click on it, my guy. That's my other complaint.
No,
we're bitching complaining episode, right? How about Mark and how about you click on the comment you're gonna read on?
No,
that's right.
How about that? No.
Fumble out of the end zone being a turnover is the worst rule ever, too. Yeah. Look, it's just
what else are we gonna do? Make it a safety?
I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't be a safety because
because it was.
But that's a turnover.
I don't know what else you would do with it.
I don't know.
First down on the 1. Seems kind of messed up to reward them.
But look, overall, this is only part 1 of part 2, guys. But yeah, I had to mention that real quick before we get into other ones. Our next ones probably won't be as therapeutic. I do have some good ones in here that we'll leave for next year or next week.
Yeah. So, I mean, as long as we didn't talk about AA, Ron,
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you saved that one. No, I'm glad you saved that one because we need somebody to be as mad as I am with Voldemort. So.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna have my Bears jersey on. I'm gonna have my eye black on. Like, how much I hate AA.
Again, over dramatic Bears fan.
Yes, definitely
over dramatic Bears fan. You ain't need all that junk.
Oh, I do. I need it all.
No, you don't. You don't need all that.
Oh, I'm gonna send Brian something then specifically for that show. Because then it kind of works out too. Because then he'll finally make his decision after coming out of the darkness. So. He has to by then, so
they can't do anything to June 1st. Even if he says, yes, I'm okay with trying to work out a trade, they can't do anything to June 1st, or it's going to be a $60 million cap hit. $59.6 million cap hit.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm just saying.
I like that. Stupid. Get the ball where you fumble.
Yeah.
Take a snap in the back of the end zone. All right, let's go, guys.
9 yards deep in the end zone.
Anywhere else. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
And it's not a bad idea though. What you're saying.
Yeah, but overall, it was the kneel down. I needed that one. I need another.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Because as a commissioner,
get 2 free throws.
Yeah, as a commissioner, it's hard to I'm not watching every game, and it happens quite often in every game. But the problem is, not every commissioner is able to watch every game, and word of mouth is like, hey, my quarterback did this, I need my yards back. See, at that point, it's like at the beginning of the season, you need to tell your league, no, I'm not doing that. If it happens, it happens. You take the yards that happens. That way you can eliminate that argument in the season. Did you mess up on your Super Bowl winning championship week? Yeah, probably. But hey, it is what it is. But I need that option. I need that option to all fantasy formats. Have an option it off or on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tank. I'm not reading that. Did Donnie say something stupid again?
Yeah,
because he comes in here with these jokes and they're good, but sometimes they're stupid. A lot of them are towards me. Go ahead, somebody else read it.
Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah.
Oh no, wait, wrong one. Sorry. I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers going to that retreat is going to be a new M. Night Shyamalan movie, and the slogan will be "Turning into Favre" in the trailer.
Hey, that sounds like M. Night Shyamalan. It sounds like something he would do.
Comes out with his wang out in Wranglers.
With his wife beater tee, looking like freaking what's his face, Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
That's good one. Let's go on. Trains don't make that cap hit. The team that takes the cap hit. Yeah, dead money is only for cuts. I think with Aaron Rodgers.
No, so
who gets the cap hit then?
No. So if they trade Aaron Rodgers before June 1st, the cap you do get a cap hit. Still,
Packers
will get a 59.6
they have to wait till
million.
after.
They have to wait till after,
after.
1st. And then even then they still get a $30 million cap hit. But they can deal with a $30 million cap hit. You can't deal with a 59.6
This
cap.
is why it's so hard for Derek Carr to sign with anybody now, right now.
Because you have Aaron Rodgers.
He's waiting for Aaron to say something on Pat McAfee so he can finally make a decision.
Is it hilarious that Pat McAfee took a vacation right same time as Aaron?
Did he?
He did.
Jesus. They go into the darkness together.
That's a little sus. Yeah.
I think Brayden said I think the QB Neo would be a worse way to lose than a stat correction. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching it
lost
happen,
because of a stat correction.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it was Brayden lost by 0.2 because of a half tackle of an IDP. One of his what was his name? Jonathan Owens? I think it permanently stayed in my brain. I think it was Jonathan Owens. I'm pretty sure it was. Brayden would know more. It went from solo tackle to assist tackle, and he lost by half a point, and then that team had the advantage going in the playoffs. He didn't make the playoffs. He still lost, but he had the whole league a little worried.
Yeah, that whole thing, they rearranged all the seeds.
Oh, the seeding and everything.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Wasn't it had he lost, wouldn't you have been the number 2 seed?
Yes.
Where because he won, put you at the number,
and the guy who was the number 2 wouldn't have even made the playoffs.
Wow.
Damn. Wow.
Because of the points in that week, right? Yeah, I think it was him. I went.
He made the playoffs. I ended up getting bumped to like 5 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah, it changed the whole playoff seeding.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Go ahead. Pat McAfee was doing his own darkness retreat to prepare for his deposition for the Favre lawsuit.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
See, everyone hates Green Bay, man. Everyone hates Green Bay.
It's not just us.
That's the common denominator, man. They suck. Yeah. Even when you're not playing for the team, you still hate it. It's like, damn, how do I hate Favre even more? And he hasn't played in 15 years. It's like
the douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah. But anything else, guys? Call it.
No, we'll cut it there, and I'll leave mine for week 2. Yeah, for part 2.
Yeah, we'll do it next week. I might have another one or two. Yeah, just the fuming out of Brian's,
Mark, come up with more if you ain't got it.
Okay, I'll try.
All right.
Just saying, you only came out to the table with 2. You must have had a great season.
I know,
only 2. Mark was loving this season. Only 2 complaints. I
didn't get on the Bears management. I didn't get on the McCaskies. I didn't get on none of that stuff. I'm like, man, okay, all right.
Yeah. All right.
You were a Commanders fan.
It was either that or poor preparation.
That's not a thing anymore. He's selling the team.
Maybe.
Brian, I can only imagine it. Darth Vader discussing NFL draft and you doing Les Grossman rants to the Bears GM.
No, I'm not saying the Bears again. I would not say the Bears ever again.
Just waiting for the
what up, Lucas?
And then he's wearing the perfect shirt for today's show. Crying in a cool way.
I'm not crying, you crying.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, going back to this, I'm just waiting for the Commanders to not be sold.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, how is Mark not upset with the mascot? That's the stupidest mascot ever.
I said, I think he liked it because Mark didn't complain about a whole lot today.
I didn't mind the mascot.
See,
Really?
there you go.
It's an homage
Only
to our
person I know
offensive
that
line from
didn't
the
mind it.
80s and the 90s when we won Super Bowls.
It's
When you were good.
no, it's
When we were
stupid.
good.
You had a plethora of any type of anything. No.
That's what
I mean, you didn't say
gotta
Chase Young.
Get out of here.
Chase Young would be on my complaint list. So you healthy enough to do dances, but you ain't.
I mean, I
healthy
could
enough
have
to
been
do
like,
me.
I can't believe everyone in my division made the playoffs except for me. That was pretty rough.
You could have complained about Washington. Well, like I said, come up with
You got
come up with
another
some
week.
next week.
Yeah,
The
week.
worst playoffs of the NFC having to watch my rivals in every freaking game, basically.
And the boy says,
Yeah.
"I like that mascot."
It is
You and
super
Mark
goofy
gonna
over
be
the
on an
top.
island with your freaking mojitos.
Oh, he's creepy looking. I don't disagree with that. He is pretty creepy. Like, I feel like one of those like parody horror movies. He could be the slasher killer, probably.
Yeah, it's the Soul Pig.
He goes around killing all the other
Yeah.
mascots.
Saul.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody close it.
Oh man. Yeah, let's get out of here. So this is only part one. We still got a bunch more. I know Martin and Brian for sure. I think we might have gave Mark some ideas for next week. But next week we got part 2 of our therapy session coming in. And then then we're talking combine. Draft is coming up. So those are going to be the next big things. Definitely. Wednesdays, all these guys down here are talking rookie prospects, which is great. So if you want to get ready for the draft, he's excited about Dynasty Pylon.
Let's go.
Yeah.
IDP.
So you guys still gotta do D-line and quarterback. So yeah, on Wednesday, go check out Dynasty Pylon, and then every Sunday right here before kickoffs and during the rest of the year, every Sunday. It's gonna be fun. Then if you got some more issues, come back next week and then we'll talk about it.
Bring your complaints here, guys. Bring them right here. Let's air all of our grievances. Right here.
Yeah. And then make sure you hit that sub button on Dynasty Pylon down there. Hit that button, be part of the Dynasty Pylon group, and can win your jersey. You're at what? You're about like 35 away. Damn, 35 away before you give away another jersey. So make sure you hit that subscribe button.
That might be the one that's going to be just in time for the season.
Yeah, I hope it'll be sooner than that, man.
Usually during the off season,
I think we try.
Just piss off, and we don't see anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised we have 12 viewers today. Thank you.
Hey, man, you put some. Yeah.
I have no issue with Zach Wilson and the mothers.
Yeah, me either. Go Zach. Good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the only thing that's good for him right now.
Exactly.
Why am I going to complain on the only top tier thing he has?
The only thing he's doing good.
Yeah, the only thing he's good
quarterback play.
He's good at. If he can play football as good as he can hunt MILFs, then we might be in business.
Now we're talking about something.
Yeah.
That guy would be amazing.
But yeah. All right, cool. So check you guys out, all the 3 of these guys on Wednesday on the Dynasty Pylon, and then me and Brian on Tuesday over on the Nerd Huddle talking Bears and other fantasy football and football stuff. But thanks, guys, everyone. Yeah,
I'm surprised that didn't make it into your complaints.
It's gonna be the last thing I talk about. I was gonna talk. It was gonna be about me winning 2 leagues. And Martin's in. I still gonna get no damn jersey, but I was gonna wait till next week.
Nobody likes
I was waiting for that complaint. I can't get me a Dynasty Pylon jersey.
he's gonna wind up making one. He's just gonna write Dynasty Pylon with the Y backwards.
He's like, I'm basically part of the crew now, and I still can't get one.
I gotta win it now. I want to give it. I want to win it.
Yeah,
but even if I win it, it's not going to count somehow. Whatever.
All right. Let's get out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. I don't know why, but both have thrown on the hammer.
Boom. Okay, whatever.
Let's get out of here.
No,
not Mitch. Hit the wrong button.
Can't do that one.
All right, guys. Yeah, I know that's bold, but we are out of here. Get ready for that next week. That's gonna be fun. That's him coming out of the darkness. That's what he looks like. Out of here. Later, guys.
Yeah.